The man tossed a cigarette butt and was stunned to see the grass around it actually move away. That's when he realized the ground wasn't real. It was made of some kind of clay. When he climbed onto the roof, his shock grew. Every house in the neighborhood was exactly the same, as if the whole place had been copy-pasted. Even the clouds looked artificial. He'd only wanted to buy a house for his girlfriend, but now a deep unease washed over him. He grabbed her hand and decided to leave immediately. They drove for hours, but no matter which way they turned, they always ended up back at the same model home, number 9. As night fell and the gas gauge dipped toward empty, they found themselves once again in front of number 9. With no other choice, they went back inside. To their surprise, the fridge was stocked with champagne and fruit, but when they bit into the strawberries, they tasted like wax, completely flavorless. Too tired to care, they ate what they could and settled in for the night. The next morning, they decided to leave on foot. Avoiding all turns, they walked straight toward the sun. They walked until sunset, yet still couldn't escape the neighborhood. Just as they were about to give up, the girlfriend spotted a light in one of the houses. She rushed inside, hoping to find people. But the moment she entered, she saw the same food they'd eaten the night before laid out on the table. They were back where they started. The only difference was a box now sitting at the gate, filled with supplies and food. The man felt like he was being toyed with. To force whoever was behind this to show themselves, he set fire to house number 9. But by the time the house had burned to ashes, no one had appeared. Exhausted, they fell asleep. When they woke, another box was at the door, but this time it didn't contain food. Inside was a baby. A note on the box read, "Raise the child and be released." Stranger still, house number 9, completely burned down hours before, was now perfectly restored, as if nothing had ever happened. They had no choice but to accept this new reality, placing their last hope on the message they'd seen. The child grew at an alarming rate. By the 98th day, he already looked like a teenager. Not only did he resemble a normal boy, but he also had an eerie talent for mimicry. The man hadn't given up on escaping. He followed the rules. Each day they put their trash in a box and someone or something would take it. The man stared intently, waiting to catch the collector. But every time he looked away, the box simply vanished. Finally, he came up with a plan. If this world was fake, the truth had to be underground. He began to dig. He believed if he dug deep enough, he'd break through to the real world. He dug day and night, his hope slowly turning into obsession. Sometimes he even heard noises from below, sounds just like the ones the boy made while watching TV. So he made a drastic decision. He wouldn't let his girlfriend feed the boy anymore. He locked the child in the car outside, convinced that whoever was behind this wouldn't let him die. But his girlfriend's heart had softened. After spending so much time with the boy, she'd grown attached. From that point on, a rift began to form between them. The man no longer paid them any mind. He just kept digging. He slept in the pit when tired and dug again when he woke. Meanwhile, the girlfriend came up with her own plan. She wanted to uncover the boy's secrets. One day, the boy somehow got hold of a book filled with strange symbols, though the illustrations clearly showed it was some kind of guide to studying humans. She tried to find out where the book came from, but the boy stayed silent, so she pretended to play a mimicry game with him, asking him to imitate everyone he'd ever seen, and then